Well, Jump Street is back, and no better time than tournament time to talk to some players. And we've got Halle Warner from Sheridan Girls Basketball joining us today. And I really appreciate you taking time out of your morning on a snow day, Halle, to talk some basketball. I want to start with your team winning 9 straight MVL titles. It's a pretty remarkable achievement to be dominant for. I mean, obviously longer than a decade, but to win the league title for nearly 10 years in a row. You had 11.6 rebounds in that 30-point win against West Ham, and West Ham's an excellent team. But just talk to me
Mhm.
about that achievement, what it means to you and the girls to, you know, win the league seemingly year after year.
I think we all just wanna leave a good mark on, like, what we're doing, and we're always prepared for who we're playing, like, coach always sets us up for, like, everything, so he helps us a lot, obviously, but we just want everyone to know that, like, we're capable of doing that no matter what year it is.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 girls scored in that game, and it seems like that's kind of been the story for your team all year is sharing the basketball. Everybody's getting a touch and everybody's scoring. And I know your teammate Ava had a stretch of 3 or 4 games with 20 plus points, so obviously she can put the ball in the basket.
Mhm.
But I mean, talk about how your team shares the ball because you guys do an excellent job of getting everybody involved. Like I said, everybody's getting a touch, and you're sharing the sugar, and it's obviously paying off because you guys are winning a lot of basketball games and you're league champs once again.
Mhm. I think it comes back to if we wanna win, we have to know we have to share the ball. Like, we aren't gonna have one person scoring 40 points and we're gonna win. Like, we need to have 3 or 4 people scoring double digits and people setting screens for each other, and I think we all know that, like, that's how we're gonna win.
How much does coach preach like moving without the basketball and setting screens and if you don't have the ball, make sure you're not standing still.
He added a new, like, action this year because he knows we want everyone to score, and he wants us to screen more, he wants us to move more, which I think he's really emphasized this year more than
Yeah,
he ever has.
that's good. Yeah, and you guys are playing your best basketball, and now we've got the tournament coming up, and you've got Miami Trace tonight. Is that game still on, by the way, with the weather? Do you know?
As of now, I think so, we haven't heard anything.
Gotcha. Well, I'm putting this interview out, later today for people to watch, and so
Yeah.
hopefully the game is still on for you guys. So I wanted to make sure. But you have Miami Trace in the first round, 4 seed versus 5 seed, and winner will take on Marietta in round two. But what have you seen? Like, what has Coach shown you in terms of film on Miami Trace, and I guess what things do you need to do well in order to take down Miami Trace and move on to the second round of the tournament?
They have a quick guard, and our defense is what has gotten us to where we are right now, I think. And if we shut her down and they have a big post player, which is hard for us because I'm the biggest player,
Right.
and we'll have to shut her down too, but I think our defense will be fine and we'll be able to step up.
Does it just take, getting multiple girls surrounding her whenever she touches the basketball? Because obviously it's difficult whenever you don't see very often, you know, girls of her size and girls that have a lot of length.
Yeah.
Does it just take having multiple girls around her whenever she touches the ball?
Yeah, he Walters tells us that, like, "Stay off your other girl and help in because Hallie can't guard her by herself because she's so much taller than I am." But I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Now this is your senior year. This is your last tournament run. Um, Obviously you want to win a state championship, but like when you just kind of when you get ready for this tournament run and you just think about the emotions of doing this one last time, and now it's it's kind of it's win or go home, no game is guaranteed, and you never know when the last game's going to be. um what memories do you look back on, and what do you think fondly of when you look back at your career with Sheridan girls basketball?
I really look at that state semifinal game in that triple overtime game, and we're like, "Oh my god, did we win? Oh my god, like, what's happening?" And then we find out that we won, and it's like that rage of feeling that you're feeling when you win, and you're like, "We're gonna play in the state final game." And I feel like every girl wants to have that feeling. So, like, to make a run like that again would be insane, and, like,
Yeah,
everyone would get that same feeling.
I certainly think you guys have a great chance to do it. You guys have a really balanced team. What are your plans after school when you graduate? Do you plan to play college ball, or what's on your mind as you kind of start thinking about that next stage?
I'm going to Ohio Dominican to play basketball, and I decided that before season, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Amazing, I love that. What made you decide to commit there?
Right when I went on campus, the coaches made me feel like I was gonna be more than just a basketball player, which really like made me decide to go there. And it's close to home, so I can come home and see my parents whenever I want, and
That
I'm excited. I don't know.
that's awesome. That's really cool. Well, I really appreciate your time today, talking some Sheridan girls basketball. Best of luck against Miami Trace tonight, and I think you guys have got a really special team. And like you said, I think you guys can get back to that state semifinal round, and but hopefully the year ends in a state championship. But best of luck to you, and I really appreciate you talking some basketball for a few
Thank
minutes.
you.